All right, so it's your final week to order a June mainstream mystery box, or you're going to miss out on some pretty awesome prizes. So let's talk about what they are and what you might be seeing. What's up, guys? BJ Kicks here. I buy comics, I read them, and I review them, all for your viewing pleasure. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. Now, on this channel, I review comics, I talk about them, I open them up, I show them to you, I have fun. So if you're interested in that type of content, hit the subscribe button, then hit that bell icon so that YouTube actually notifies you when new videos go live. Now, this video that you're watching is the latest in a series I like to call What Could Be in the Box. This is a video series that I do in partnership with Mainstream Comics. Mainstream Comics is a company based in Las Vegas, Nevada, and they specialize in putting together comic book mystery boxes. Every box has a theme. Every box comes with a few specific items, and I get to run them down for you and give you a sneak peek at specific items that are going out in boxes in any given week. So let's jump right in because this is the last box for the month of November. This is a stacked new comic book day. There are so many things being stuffed in these boxes, and I got one right here that I need to open up. So, you know what? I'm going to try to kill two birds with one stone. If I can find something to open this box with. There we go. Shout out to having a well-organized space. And shout out to the car alarm going off outside the window. So every mainstream mystery box comes with a few things. You get 7 comic books in every box. You also get an art print. And you get basically a raffle ticket for your chance to win one of 8 luxurious prizes every single month. Every box gets you another entry. And it's really, really dope. So before we talk about what types of books you normally see in your boxes, I'll go ahead and run down some of the prizes that you might miss out on. So, a Lucky Ducky, right? Or excuse me, a Golden Ducky. Golden Ducky is a CGC or CBCS slabbed book. Sometimes they're signed, sometimes they're super exclusive variants, sometimes they're newsstands. They're always hot, though. They're always really cool. So, this month, for the month of June, there are 8 Golden Duckies, like always, and I've been featuring different ones every time I do these videos, but here's some really cool ones I want to talk about, right, to highlight, right? Suicide Squad #1 in a CGC 9.4. You got a chance to win that if you buy a box this month. Iron Fist #8, also in a CGC 9.4. Love that cover. It's just a classic Iron Fist cover. Speaking of classic covers, we got something really cool. We got Amazing Spider-Man issue 324. Obviously, that artwork by Todd McFarlane featuring Wolverine's most famous foe, Sabretooth. Not Omega Red, Sabretooth. Come on now. Super dope in his classic garb. And I love that cover, but that's in a CGC 9.6, and you might have a chance to win that. And then speaking of Wolverine, we got Marvel Comics Presents issue 100. Wolverine doing his best Atlas rendition and trying to hold up that epic number 100. Trying to carry that series all by himself, and maybe he did a good job, maybe he didn't. Now, I wanted to show off those Lucky Duckies that you might win, and I want to do that early, or Golden Duckies, excuse me, that you might win. I want to do that early because I usually just run down the stuff that typically comes in a box, and I want to do things a little bit differently. I'd rather show you than tell you. So, let me get open this mystery box that I've been cutting while I've been talking, right? All right, let's pop up in here and see what we've got. I'm open these up. So I'm gonna spoil for myself what's in here, but I gotta put these all in order so I can tell you better exactly how they come. So, all right, so I got my box open and I get to show you what's inside. So like I said, every mainstream mystery box comes with a few things inside, and I figured instead of telling you about them and then showing you, I do it all at the same time. So every box comes with 7 books, and we'll go ahead and run them down. So the first book you get is a #1 comic, right? A brand new starting point, a brand new series or mini series or even a one shot. But you get a book where you don't have to worry about any kind of continuity issues. It's a #1, you know, typically the most valuable type of book to a comic collector, right? So this week I got Silk, #1. Very cool. This is the variant cover. I'm not sure who this cover is by, but it looks really dope. And I don't know much about Silk, so it's perfect that this is a #1 because it's a great starting point, right? So you get a #1 comic, you get a variant cover comic. So this is Daredevil. I believe this was issue 29. Let's see. Daredevil number 27. This was the Marvel Masterworks edition variant cover celebrating the 300th Marvel Masterwork in the line. But that's a very dope. I love this framed Daredevil here. That's just cool. And then we got our premium artist cover for the week. You get a premium artist cover, meaning somebody, a book by one of the hotter artists in the game, right? So this cover by Peach Momoko for the Mighty Valkyries #2. Peach Momoko is absolutely one of the hottest artists in the game. But yeah, you can expect to see books with covers by people like Alex Ross, like Jim Lee, like, the top of the line artists. And Peach Momoko definitely makes that cut. Now, you also get in every box a new release comic. So for this week, wow, of course, my new release book was Static Season 1, issue #1. I love this book. If you know me, you know I love Milestone Comics and Milestone Media. You know I'm a huge fan of Static. In fact, probably this is one of my favorite things right now. Superhero Static Shock. Whoop, whoop. Fighting criminals, chasing bad guys. Flying through the sky. But anyway, Static Season 1 is a great series, and I'm glad to have another copy of this book. Super dope. Now, you don't just get a bunch of new stuff, right? You also get some really cool flashback books, right? So you can get a flashback book to the 70s, 80s, or the 90s. You never know. You never know. So this week's flashback is from 1989. This is the Avengers, West Coast Avengers. Captain America and She-Hulk have found the Scarlet Witch. Maybe not the smartest thing they ever did. How cool is that? So this takes you back to the olden days where, all the comics publishers knew that every comic someone picked up might be their first. So you don't have to worry about continuity issues and stuff. It's just a fun story from the, I was going to say golden age, but that actually has a meaning. But from a simpler time in comic collecting. How about that? And then you don't just get a flashback book, you also get a reader book. Again, something where you don't have to worry about the condition, you don't have to worry about anything crazy. Just gets into a good story. Pick it up and read it. And if you know, like I know, Mystery Dave likes to hide prizes in the reader comics. So you might find something extra in your reader book. It's just as a reward, an incentive for actually reading the comic. And then one thing that you may or may not get in every single mystery box is a Lucky Ducky. Now, a Lucky Ducky could be a ratio variant, a retailer incentive, a retailer exclusive, another premium artist cover. It could just be one of the hotter titles from the last few weeks, or it could be a newsstand variant. You never know. There's always any number of things. You guys know there's any number of things that make a book a good speculator book, and a lot of times these Lucky Duckies are that. So this time around, I got a Lucky Ducky. Now, you don't always get Lucky Duckies. Sometimes you might just get a second new release book if you don't win a Lucky Ducky, because there are a limited number of Lucky Duckies to go around. But I got a Lucky Ducky, and this is Transformers, the 2021 annual. I love this Optimus Prime with this cover by Freddie Williams III. Freddie Williams, of course, I know him from the Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, which is getting an omnibus later on this year. But I love this. I love this painted artwork. I love this Optimus Prime. Like, it just looks really dope. So those are the types of books that you'll get in your box. Every single box will have 7 books in it. And like I said, if you don't win a Lucky Ducky that week, then you will just get a second new release book, which is a book from the last 8 weeks of comic releases. So those are the types of books you can expect to see in your mystery boxes every week. But then you also get an art print. So this month, the month of June, the art print was this amazing Sabretooth by Ben Ruzicka. You see he's standing over Wolverine. Wolverine's clearly seen better days, but it's okay. He's going to see another day after this because Wolverine can't die. That healing factor is insane, just like these mystery boxes. So those are the things that came in my box last week, and that's a great rundown of how you can expect to see things come. They're always packed in amazing condition in a Gemini box, and yeah, never any quality issues. Love that. Now, speaking of new releases, speaking of things coming out this week that you're going to want to see, I got some previews. I got a sneak peek of some books going out. So this is a huge week of comic releases. We'll start with the indies. So we got, of course, Spawn's Universe #1, the one shot that's going to launch a bunch of new Spawn titles. King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, the new Team Spawn book. Like, really, really cool, right? But anyway, Spawn's Universe, there are 4 covers all done by J. Scott Campbell, and then there's some other covers by Brett Booth and Todd McFarlane, but we got all 4 of the J. Scott Campbell variants going out in mystery boxes this week, so keep an eye out. You might see one in yours. Now, what else is coming out from the indie front? From Boom Studios, we've got Something Is Killing the Children, issue 17. James Tynion is on fire, probably the hottest writer in comics right now, between his work on Batman, which is obviously the biggest title anyone can be on, to Something's Killing the Children and Wind and Department of Truth. Like, if you're not reading a James Tynion book, you're absolutely missing out. And Something Is Killing the Children is probably the hottest indie title on shelves right now. I mean, issues 16 and 17 are selling out. Like, how crazy is that? But anyway, we got 2 covers here. We got the cover A by Deladera, and then we've also got this cover B by Oscar Yildirim. Really, really cool. So be on the lookout for those. Those might be in your box. And those are some really cool indie books. Now, for Marvel, there's another big comics week from Marvel as well. So we're still celebrating the Deadpool 30th anniversary this year. I don't know why Deadpool doesn't have his own title, but we got Rob Liefeld doing covers, doing variant covers for just about every book in the Marvel line. So this week, we got Liefeld Deadpool variants for X-Men Legends #4. Super dope. And for Guardians of the Galaxy issue 15. I didn't even know Guardians of the Galaxy was still an ongoing series. But this cover with the Silver Surfer and Deadpool is pretty funny. So you got those going out this week. And then also another event wrapping up from Marvel. Marvel did the Heroes Reborn. So Heroes Return #1, the one shot, is out this week. And we got a cover by Pat Gleason. That Stormbreakers variant is super dope. And then we've also got the Captain America trading card variant. So again, be on the lookout. Those are books that you might see as your new release book, your variant cover, or your premium artist cover, just depending on which category they fall in. So really, really cool stuff. And that's the big week from Marvel. Now, we got some pretty cool DC books coming out as well, right? Robin issue #3. Robin by Joshua Williamson has been a really, really fun series. This variant cover by Francis Manapul is super dope. You got Connor Hawke on that cover. I love how Manapul uses the negative space on the cover. Like, he's one of the better variant cover artists to look out for right now. But that's really dope. Sticking in the Bat family, we got Batman Reptilian #1. This is a brand new black label series. It's going to be dark. It's going to be gruesome. But it's written by Garth Ennis with art by Liam Sharp. And man, that artwork is amazing. So be on the lookout for that. Another brand new series launching this week. So Wonder Woman Black and Gold. So, you know, DC loves their color-based anthology books. We got Batman Black and White, Superman Red and Blue, and now Wonder Woman Black, White, and Gold. And honestly, Wonder Woman Black and Gold is really, really dope. Like, the artwork, there's so much potential with that color palette to be really good. And the covers, if they're any indication, I'm pretty excited to see what this artwork's going to look like. But we got covers by Jen Bartel. We got covered by Josh Middleton. We got covered by Yannick Paquette. We got really dope covers going out this week for Wonder Woman Black and Gold. So you definitely want to take a look at that. Now, speaking of Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman issue 774 is out, and look at this B cover. You never know what you're going to get in a mystery box. That's why I got to show off everything, right? So we got all that going out in boxes this week. Like I said, these books might be your variant cover. They might be your premium artist cover. They might be your #1, or they might just be your new release. You never know, but you know that there's some really amazing things going out in these boxes. And like I said, this is your last chance to get one of the June golden Duckies. So you definitely want to make sure you place your order before June 30th. Just to be safe, place that order on June 29th. Now, if you've never ordered a mystery box from Mainstream Comics, then you definitely want to use my code. It's BJKicksJune. That's BJKicksJUN. You'll get 20% off your order. How dope is that? How dope is that? So anyway, make sure you order a box. Make sure you're in the running for one of those golden Ducky, one of those slabs like I told you about. Make sure you attend the Mainstream Mystery Reveal Show next Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time or 6:30 p.m. Pacific. I'll see you there. I'll definitely be in the comments watching to see if I won anything. But anyway, I hope you saw something you liked in this video. If not, hey, that's cool. You can always buy what you like. Make sure you read what you buy. And be nice to others, because kindness makes the world go round. Peace. Nobody know what I do. Okay. Superhero static shot. Superhero static shot. Dun, 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 dun.